Hello, everybody. Let us look at the next 15 days, starting from the appearance of the first lunar crescent in Sidereal Capricorn. On the 4th of January, in the evening, the month of Babylonian Tebet is starting. Tebet. It is a month which is still pointing towards the end of the lunar year. This is not yet the beginning of the lunar year. It's just the ending of the lunar year. So month of Tebet. It is still about finalizing things. Doesn't matter that our matrix, solar, human year is starting. The celestial is not yet. So the moon appears for the first time in Capricorn, pointing towards, again, Saturn, regulations, measurements, importance of the rulers, the matrix that they are shifting and shape-shifting and whatever you like to call it. So this is what it is about us. This is the emphasis on us will be a bit dry, not really very, very joyful. It will be mainly towards organizing, administrating, financial, organizing finances. And like I say, this is not yet beginning. It is completion of organizing our financial deeds or administrations or bookkeepings or simply completing knowledge, which would involve exact sciences, exact knowledge. To me, this is completion. It is not a new beginning because the month of Tebet is not yet the beginning of a new year, but it is pointing towards finalizing. Now, in addition, what is happening in the next 15 days will also be under the influence of visible Mercury. You know, this is rare. Mercury is typically invisible. He's hidden in the rays of the sun. Now he's an evening star, powerful, it will be about further awakening to the truth. Also the ones that are asleep, some of them will be awakening. It is to the truth. It is organizing, structuring our minds. If before we were a bit, if it was very, very spiritual, let's say, and the emphasis was on spirituality, now it's structure, really structure in our own lives, but also you see globally. Like I mentioned, the topic of the, the disease, you will start, it carries, of course, the inertia of the previous celestial aspects of the first appearance of Mars in Virgo in 2019. But now the agenda slowly is changing, and you will see how this topic will be fading away to be changed by another, and it will be very martial. In the month of January, we will also, in minimum until the 15th of January, we are still under the very heavy influence of Mars, who appeared for the first time in Scorpio, and he will be there. So you will see a lot of hostilities, civil, I don't want to say wars, but civil protests and reactions. It will be a lot of hostilities happening in the world. Doesn't matter that the media is not showing us. When you research, you will see it everywhere. Yesterday in Amsterdam, in every part, in Brussels, it is just very, very, very hard. And it is continuing very much until minimum 15th of January. In addition, you all know, and probably you are mainly concerned with the retrograde motion of Venus, but I mentioned previously in the video, Venus when retrograde, she's not bad. She just makes us maybe remember of past loves, if you want. We can turn towards financial deals which we didn't complete. Because she's retro in Sagittarius, we can revisit philosophy, we can revisit knowledge, we can revisit studies. This is not, Venus by no means can be bad, she's just lovely. But more important, and I will make separate video in a moment, is that on the 6th of January, she changes her phase for a couple of days only, I think only until 10th, but this is very significant. She becomes invisible. When Venus is invisible, she changes also her even rulership. We will be knowing her as, if you like the more modern approach, of course, this would be Persephone of the Greeks, but otherwise this is Ereshkigal, the most gorgeous, beautiful goddess of balance, nature, beauty, art, fine understanding of human psychology, very fine and deep, occultism, esoterics. This is what she's turning into. And this will be also the moments when I will be making her talismans. She's amazing divinity of protection. With all her beauty, we will see her. No, we will not see her because she's disappearing, but we will sense her entering the nether world. This is happening on the 6th of January. Very, when we want to experience this energy, we can. It will be very deep in terms of private personal emotions, finding balance, probably receiving knowledge. If we search, if we're not searching, we will not receive knowledge. So this is the thing. It's a very beautiful event. In addition, Jupiter in Aquarius will reach the point, but when I will be telling you day by day, you receive better, you get better idea of this. Jupiter is reaching the star Fomalhaut to give her very spiritual accent, if you want. Jupiter brilliantly. This will be very, you will see this, how abundant, true spiritual knowledge again to us, to those that are searching. It is benevolent, it is blessing. Jupiter conjunct Fomalhaut, very good. This is what we'll experience also in these 15 days. You see, it's a mix of energies. First of all, let's not forget that also during these first 15 days, we are still under the influence of the eclipses in December, which happened on the axis of Scorpio-Taurus, which leads towards changes in the financial system, which we know, which lead towards the world events of people reacting to the injustice of the matrix. And now this is accelerating. But it is a result not only of the appearance of Mars in Scorpio, but it is a result also of the eclipses very intensely happening in the year of 2021, all in the sign of Taurus Scorpio. So this is the thing, it will be very, we are still under these influences. We need to remember that eclipses, their effect can be long lasting. Depends, of course, but it may be so. So, ladies and gentlemen, more or less, this is the thing. Let me see now day by day to tell you what is happening, starting, of course, from the 5th of January, the first lunar day. Why am I saying 5th of January, Wednesday? Because the lunar, the situation on the sky and the phase of the moon on the 4th is influencing the day after. The 4th of the evening of the 4th is influencing the whole day of the 5th of January, Wednesday, 1st of Tebet, the first lunar day. And I mentioned already to you, it is appearance in Capricorn. On this day, you may, if you, let's say, want to start initiatives, which will be, let's say you decide, oh, I will organize my paperwork, I will organize my finances, I will start financial education, I will start financial research, I will start educating others in the same direction. It can be very, very appropriate. It can be very nice. But if you want to do medical intervention, it will be a no. To travel, to negotiate, you may. Very structured, very knowledge, scientifically based conversation and negotiations could be brilliant. If you want to publish research, publish book, publish your work, brilliant. And we're talking here about the first lunar day, which is Wednesday. And you can even do that on Thursday. But let me tell you for Wednesday. On Wednesday, well, you know, because if you want to remain in harmony with the nature, on the true, well, connected with the nature, it is appropriate on this day to welcome the sun. Then, you know, Mercury is ruling the day. Then you imagine the, let's say, green color around you. And you know, that you can wear amethyst, but you can, this is a day for knowledge. Mercury is ruling. And also the powerful phase of Mercury is pointing towards the same. If we take Thursday, 6th of January, the second lunar day, the moon is also very nicely placed with Jupiter. You can do pretty much similar things. You can do the same beginnings which I mentioned, which may be about indeed knowledge-based activities, structuring your documents, starting projects which may involve even need for establishing justice. Let's say you can negotiate, you can travel on this day. Medical interventions really not appropriate because it is Thursday, it is day ruled by Jupiter. You may welcome the sun and you imagine around yourselves the aura to be yellow, orange. You know Jupiter, the Lord of abundance, is ruling you the day, and you can wear yellow sapphire. Very, very nice. So this is about this day. And let's look now at Friday. 1 second. Friday is the 7th, so Thursday was the 6th. Excuse me. So we look in Friday the 7th, third lunar day. This day is a bit more tricky. We have to be a bit cautious how we communicate with others, because due to the fact that Mars is squaring the moon, we can be a bit more vulnerable. We can be sensitive towards people's reactions a bit in this direction. Therefore, medical intervention is not appropriate, but if you will be communicating with others, try to be diplomatic, try not to, try to stay away from conflict, don't enter sensitive topics, let's say. Be careful how to travel also. Be careful, negotiate, medical interventions not. And it is Friday, Venus is ruling. You can welcome the sun, then you know Venus is ruling. You can imagine your aura white, pure pink, and you can wear tourmaline. You know Venus is ruling the day. And this is her last day of visibility. And then on the Saturday, 8th of August, January, why say August? 8th of January, fourth lunar day, Venus disappears in the 25th degrees of Sagittarius. I will make video only about this because this deserves attention. But she is then invisible. She descends into the netherworld. You will see how, if you benefit properly from these energies, you may even work towards accomplishing justice, work towards fixing things with friends, with family members, in your personal life, because she is the one that brings really balance and justice in our relationships as well. She knows, she has information on the destinies of people. She's a great divinity. So we can benefit from these energies also in terms of knowledge, philosophical experiences and knowledge and searchings. This is what we can do. Now, the moon has no course. So it is good to be a bit, how to tell you, not do a lot, because probably remember, when the moon has no course, we cannot do much, we cannot achieve much. We can do much, but the desired results may not arrive. They may require additional willpower. So new beginnings, medical interventions, negotiations, when you are aiming at something, it's not appropriate on this day. And I'm talking here about Saturday, 8th of January, fourth lunar day. In addition, the fourth lunar day is very, very, very powerful. But this time we can't really do a lot during this day. To travel, actually you may, if you don't really have high expectations from the travel, it's not related to business, but yes. So this is typical for this day. Also because it is Saturday, Saturn is ruling the day. If we want to praise Saturn, it's good to work on this day. It's good to welcome the sun. You imagine amethyst aura and you can wear amethyst, let's say. You know, Saturn is ruling you. Then we have 9th of January, Sunday. The sun is ruling, and this is the 5th lunar day. It's benevolent lunar day. Very nice, very spiritual. Nice for travel, nice for work. Now, even for some new beginnings could be appropriate when they involve what? Pisces activity, like healing, helping others, studying philosophical subjects, let's say. You can still negotiate, you can still arrange your finances, you will be having the drive to do this. There are very interesting aspects on the sky. So this is about Sunday. You can travel, you can do a lot on this day. It's not a bad day at all. Also, because it's Sunday, we welcome the sun. The sun is ruling, the great judge, the all-seeing judge on the sky, benevolent, who's rewarding the good. This is Shamash. We can, we welcome him, we thank, we imagine the aura of the sun giving us good health and good healthy energy. And this will be, the gemstone could be ruby. Monday, 10th of January, 6th lunar day. Also, Monday, day of the moon. Quite similar are the possibilities, the opportunities of the day. Travel, negotiate. We can establish beginnings that would involve studies, knowledge. Medical interventions really not yet, but the day is also not malefic, so some you can do when they are not very invasive. It's a good day to do good things, to help others, to connect with the source, with God. It's really very, very benevolent day. I expect that, it's just a good day. Monday, moon is ruling. You welcome the sun, and then you imagine, the moon is ruling fertility, good health, powerful intuition, justice too. And you imagine the aura to be light green, and you can wear moonstone, for example. Then we have Tuesday, 11th of January, 7th lunar day, critical lunar day, not much to do, to be careful, no medical interventions, but and also square by Saturn, we have to be careful on the Tuesday. And also the day is ruled by Mars. This day I would be really careful. This is about 11th of January, Tuesday, 7th of Tibet, 7th lunar day. So we can do what you can do sports to drive energy to. We can do martial activities, technical, but yeah, Venus is making good aspect. This is very, very helpful. Jupiter is making, but still, because Saturn is squaring, this can make us a bit restricted, a bit vulnerable. We need to be careful. Medical interventions, if not invasive, but yes, sports activities, technical activities. Also, if at the beginning is involving technology, why not? This could be appropriate. And Mars is ruling. You welcome the sun. You imagine the aura around you, so to be red and to give you good energy, good drive, good motivation to do what you love to do. Then we have Wednesday, 12th of January, and this is already the 8th lunar day. Quite similar is the situation, even a little bit more accelerated with the moon with Uranus. So yes, to be careful on this day. I will not repeat because it's pretty much the same. To stay away from eventually a situation that can involve impulsiveness, impulsive decisions, disputes, to drive carefully. To use the day for martial activities would be appropriate, doing technical work or sports or like that. The day is ruled by Mercury, knowledge, yes, to study, to teach others. Also, you see Mercury is still visible, very, very nice. So we can welcome the sun. We can imagine the aura around ourselves to be green or lemon yellow, and we can wear emerald on this day. Medical interventions, rather not, but if you have to, if they're not invasive. And then we have January 13th, 9th of lunar day. The moon is conjoined the Medusa Gorgona, the star that has these two sides. Can be very benevolent if used properly, if taken the proper appropriate moment of her face, like I do for my protection talismans, or can be very malefic, even can make people crazy if not utilized, this energy, if not utilized appropriately. So what we can do this, it's a star of money as well. We can do this for financial activities, for organizing our finances, but we have to really use these energies very properly when we vibrate high, when we are very connected with, with the creator. It is a lot relies on how we understand this energy. This is why I'm explaining the Medusa can be very protective, very good, financially very, very very generous star. So finances, organizing finances could be very good. Enhancing intuition, also very good. Medical interventions, a big no. To be careful how we communicate with others, because they can misinterpret or misuse or misunderstand our words, or they can turn into enemies if they were friends, like that. It's a day to be a little bit careful. Can be very good, but it's also tricky. To drive, to also to be careful. This is about the 13th of January, 9th of Tebet. It is Thursday. Jupiter is ruling the day. So we can imagine we welcome the sun, and then after that we can imagine yellow, orange aura, and you can wear citrine. But this day, to be careful, to remain very intuitive, very diplomatic. New beginnings, medical interventions, I would not advise. Then we have much better day, which is Friday, which is 14th of January, 10th lunar day, when the moon is conjoined the beautiful royal star of Debaran. A day to, to do financial activities, you can do beauty procedure, you can do work which requires talent, understanding of beauty, arrange your house. It's a very good day. It is even Friday, ruled by Venus, so you welcome the sun. Then Venus is ruling. You imagine beauty, you imagine joy, you imagine happiness, and then the color around yourself with the aura to be white or let's say light blue or pink, and you can wear clear diamond or pink quartz. But the day is very, very good. Also financially, you can benefit from this day. Travel, negotiate, even some medical interventions are okay. Then we have 15th of January, 11th lunar day. This day is a bit tricky. We can feel very sensitive even in our private lives. When we communicate, we should be a bit careful. Financially can be good, but we should be careful not to take impulsive, fast decisions. Medical interventions, no. When we travel, to be a little bit careful. The day is Saturday. Saturn is ruling. We imagine first we welcome the sun. The aura will be, it will be the sunlight when we get the best energy and health from. But then we imagine the Saturn, the color of Saturn, amethyst aura, and we can wear amethyst or blue sapphire. But the day is a little bit tricky, but also financially can be good if we are careful not to make impulsive decisions, but to do medical interventions, better to be very careful. Then we have 16th of January, Sunday, 12th lunar day. It is today very interesting, conjoined very spiritual star, and also in the vicinity of a star which is very good for trade and communication. Mercury is still power for it. Could be a day for this, for trade, for communication. Sunday. Travel, negotiate, medical interventions if not invasive. This we can do. To study, to share knowledge with others, to do if we do new beginnings which involve education, sharing knowledge with others, communication could be very good. The day is ruled by the sun, so we welcome the sun. We know the sun is giving us beautiful red healing energies, and we can wear a ruby. Then we have the 13th lunar day. We're approaching the full moon. It is 17th of January. It is Monday, day of the moon. The moon is conjoined the most powerful, beautiful, spiritual star, Sirius, star that gives us spiritual insights, knowledge, visibility in our royal power, if you want, visibility in what we do, so we can benefit with connecting or studying or researching to get information, to share our knowledge with others as well. It can be a very, very benevolent day. It is Monday, day of the moon. We welcome the sun, and after that we imagine the blue-green aura, and we can wear moonstone or pearl. It is already the 13th lunar day. We're approaching the full moon, and then we have the full moon day on the 18th of January, Tuesday. This is already the 14th lunar day. And Venus appeared, visible on the full moon day. See, Venus appeared as a morning star, very good for the next 15 days. She will give us the blessing of the morning star, wisdom, knowledge, philosophical, information. This day is ruled by Mars. It is Tuesday, 18th January, 14th lunar day. The moon is trine by Jupiter, opposition from Venus. Actually, it's a good day, and it shows that the next 15 days of January will be easier, because also Mars moves away from Scorpio. So this second half of January will be better. You will experience this. If the first one was a bit tense, too martial, this one should be a bit easier. But on the Tuesday, we welcome the sun. Mars is ruling. We get the martial red, beautiful aura energy for life, for to have healthy drive to live, and we can wear garnet or ruby too. It's a good day, full of potentials. It can give us, if we are familiar with the energies of the full moon, it can give us very good, actually very productive day. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the next 2 weeks to come. Be fearless, be very strong. Remember, without us, this matrix wouldn't be able to operate. So we are the power, we are the powerful rulers, actually. So enjoy, and see you very soon.